right, so another big fight week for you. Tell me a little bit how you feel heading into this one. How was training camp? How you feel being here in the States, being in Wisconsin of all places?
It's awesome. I'm having a good week so far. It's been a lot better than other fight weeks in the past. I really like being here in the cold because last one was in Singapore and it was humid, it was horrible. So Milwaukee's nice. We went for a good walk yesterday and it was nice to get out in a different temperature to what it is back in Vegas. I was really hoping there was going to be snow. There's been no snow and I'm very upset about that. But yeah, I feel good. I'm excited.
Give it some time. You might get some this week.
Oh, I hope so.
I'm from the Midwest, so I don't say things like
Yeah.
that.
I've never seen snow.
Never seen snow in person?
I saw like snow fall in St. Louis, but I've never seen or touched snow. So I've been really excited about it. And severely disappointed.
You just need to do it once.
Well, I live in Vegas. Yeah, I'm good.
3 fights this year. That's nice consistency. Is that the kind of pace you want to have, and you want to be able to keep that kind of pace next year?
Yeah, definitely. 4 a year would be ideal. I think I got 4 in 13 months. Yeah, I like it. Every 3 months is good. Have a month off, 8 weeks camp, it's perfect.
Take me through the last one. I know things didn't go your way, but a good fight. And what do you take out of a fight like that against somebody like Jessica as you move forward into this one?
I really believe I can beat Jessica. I think I should have. But that camp was a bit rough. It wasn't really what I needed. I wasn't mentally and emotionally where I needed to be for that fight, and I felt it all fight week, and I felt it on fight night. And that was my mistake. I should have made some changes before that fight even happened, So I definitely rectified that this camp, changed camps, changed coaches, kind of changed my training style and put a lot more emphasis on what I felt that I needed to do. And yeah, I think I feel way more positive going into this one than I did last time, definitely.
So you're saying that the training camp for that one, you were feeling like maybe you needed to start going in a different direction.
Yeah.
And didn't pull the trigger in the middle of the camp, and maybe that paid the price for it.
Yeah, definitely. Like my coach at the time and I, we weren't really seeing eye to eye. We were very disconnected all camp, and I was really unhappy. But I didn't know how to speak about it, and I didn't really know I didn't know what decisions I needed to make to change it, And then by the time I eventually spoke about it with him, I thought it was going to get better, and it never really went away. Like, I got a lot more attention from him, but emotionally, I still was feeling pretty disconnected. I was feeling kind of down, So I wish I had pulled the trigger during that camp and left then. Things would be a lot different, but I did at this camp, like 3 or 4 weeks out from this fight, I kind of left it late again, but I 100% it was the right decision to do, because within 2 days of leaving my gym and finding new coaches, I immediately felt like my old self when I was on a win streak back in Australia and I was doing really well, and I haven't felt that in 2 years, so
what does that do for your confidence level? Not necessarily going to a new camp, but just having the confidence in yourself that you can pull the trigger and that you've matured enough as a fighter, as a person, whatever, that you can make that kind of a decision for yourself and that it can work out for you on the positive side?
Oh, way more confident. I've realized that my career is about me. It's not about the other people that are trying to make it about them, because I've experienced it with a few coaches now where they've tried to make my training about them, the fight's about them, the fight's about what they've done for me and how they've helped me, and I've realized that I can't be constantly trying to make everyone happy. I'm paying these people to do a specific job, and if they're not doing that job, or if they're overstepping their boundaries, then I need to put my foot down and be the boss, which is what I am, So making the decision to leave definitely makes me feel more confident in my ability to do that and to pick and choose the right coaches and the right training partners to be a part of what I'm trying to do.
I think I've read or heard you speak that maybe that might mean kind of freelancing around, and maybe you don't have one solid home all the time. Is that accurate?
Yeah.
You just kind of go where it's the right fit for that camp and the right fit for that time in your life, and whatever happens.
That's exactly how I'm feeling. I have one of my coaches who I've been with I've known for 2 years, and we've been working together for a while, and I'm going to keep him no matter where I go. But I don't know, maybe I'll do camps at Extreme one fight because that's where I need to be. Maybe I'll do camps at CSA in California one fight. I definitely have plans to travel between the two. I'm not going to leave Vegas, but I will travel up to CSA and train there a lot because they've got so many high-level athletes and really, really amazing coaching. And people that I want to be around that I think can really positively influence me as an athlete and as a human being. So, but, you know, I've been a gypsy for a long time, and I feel like that's how I operate better, is just to go where I need to be for that particular time.
Talk to me about getting the call for this fight, Andrea Lee. What did you think of her as an opponent? Just kind of take me through that process.
Honestly, I thought it was really weird that they were matching Andrea up so soon after what she was going through in her personal life. I also found it very weird that they were matching her with me, because I've been such a vocal advocate against domestic violence, you know. But maybe that was part of their plan. I don't know. But honestly, Andrea is someone I've been watching for a long time. It's someone that I almost got matched with. I got offered in Invicta, and I always said no, because I knew it was going to be a really good fight, and I knew that we both deserved to get paid a lot more than what we were getting paid in Invicta. So as soon as they offered it, I was like, yeah, this is weird, but yeah, I'm in straight away. There was no hesitation. I didn't even ask my coach. I was just like, yeah, it's a big yes from me.
So you've had your eye on her one way or another for several years.
Oh, I've been a fan of hers.
Yeah.
I think she's amazing. You know, she's fought some of my teammates. She's fought people I don't like. I've always watched her fight, and I've always been like, man, a fight with her would be kind of, no matter how it went, it was going to be really entertaining. And I wanted to kind of, she's a big girl, you know, she's got a really good skill set, and I wanted to go up against that to see how I was going to do it. It's come at the perfect time, because maybe when we got matched in Invicta, I wouldn't have been at the level that I needed to be, but now 100% I feel like I am.
What does she bring to the table, you know, once you get inside the cage that you feel like you need to watch out for?
Just her length. I'm short, you know, I'm short, I have a short reach, I have short arms, but she's a lot longer, she's a lot taller. That's kind of the only thing. But there's nothing, like, she's very well rounded, she's a good grappler, good wrestler, good Muay Thai fighter. But I've fought those people before, you know, like I've fought world champion Muay Thai fighters and beaten them. I've fought jiu-jitsu black belts and beaten them. Like I've fought world champion boxers and beaten them. So none of that really bothers me. The only thing is, like, she's a bit longer. I'm used to being shorter though, so probably nothing is my answer.
Since you mentioned it, you mentioned that you have gone through similar things. You're more outspoken about it and have been. She isn't as much. Is that something that you've thought about, that you'd like to sit and talk to her after the fight and say, hey, this is what I went through, this is what you went through? Is there potential, I don't want to say camaraderie, we're talking about a horrendous situation for both of you, but,
yeah.
But is that something where you would sit with her and talk about experiences and how you've moved forward?
Honestly, I'd talk to anyone about it if they wanted to. You know, I reached out to her when I found out her story and just let her know that if she had nowhere to go, I had a spare room, you know.
Before you got matched up, obviously.
Yeah, like 2 weeks before we got matched up. I still would have offered after, even if we were already matched up, you know, like, this is a sport. This isn't, like, what happened to her, what happened to me, that's real life. This is a sport. Real life takes precedence over everything else. So sure, if she wanted to sit down and talk about it. I don't know her exact circumstances. Like, I haven't spoken to her about it. All I know is what I've seen on social media, and, you know, you never really know how the actual person's feeling. Like, they were married. I wasn't married to my partner. You know, they have a child. I don't have any kids. Like, it's a very different situation to what I actually went through, but I'm always down to lend an ear and have a chat to anyone who wants it.
How do you, how does going through that affect you as you go into fight weeks and into training camps, and just kind of the mental side of being a fighter? How do you let that affect you as you go into each camp?
What do you mean?
Just having to go through that, I guess, and just having that as part of your history that will always be there, I guess?
Yeah, honestly, like, that specific instant that became very public, and that's what caused me to move to Vegas, which means that's what helped me get to where I am right now. So I don't hold any malice towards my ex-partner. I don't have any hate for him. I don't even particularly hate the situation. You know, I'm more grateful and accepting that it happened to me, because one, it's allowed me to grow to where I'm at right now, which has given me a bigger platform to help the other people who maybe don't have the help that I had. You know, I was very fortunate that I had a few people around me who came to my aid when I needed it, and I know that there's a lot of men and women and children who don't have that same thing. So I'm glad that I went through it, because now it's given me an opportunity to help those who don't have anyone else to help them.
Sure. Shifting back to the fight itself,
Yep.
This is a really interesting time to be in your division. You have a new champion now. it's sort of, I mean, even though the division's been around, it's sort of like a fresh start because now we have a champion who will probably be active, and it might only take 2, 3, 4 wins and suddenly you're in the title picture. Is that a positive thing that you can look at going into this fight saying it might not take much to get into that range?
Ish. I don't really think about it,
Uh-huh.
you know, like right now Andrew is my number one priority. On December 16th, then I'll start thinking about what comes next. Like, it's cool, but I don't really care what anyone else in the division is doing. I don't really care if there's a champion or not. All I care about is fighting on Saturday, making my money, and then finding the next one.
Making your money, are you thinking like things like early Christmas presents, like with bonuses and that kind of stuff?
Yeah, I'm going back home for 2 weeks in January, so it'd be nice to have some spending money for that trip, and yeah.
Ideally, how would you get it done on Saturday night? This is a solid name opponent for you. You've
Yep.
been here. She's still new to the scene, but this seems like this would be a fantastic win on your resume.
Yeah, and I want to battle. We've been working so hard. I've been through so much this camp. I want to battle.
Appreciate it. Thanks so much. Good luck.
Thank you.